Saudi Arabia and Pakistan signed a defense pact promising that an attack on one is an attack on both. So when Iran and the Houthis actually started attacking, why did Pakistan only respond with words? Namaste world, from Bharat, I'm Sania Yadav and you're watching Akhand World News. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan's strategic mutual defense agreement was signed in September 2025. It is more a kind of economic security provider for Pakistan, as Saudi Arabia assured Pakistan it would provide financial support, making Riyadh one of Islamabad's major source of external financing, and a way of making Munir's 2023 commitment to attract $75 to $100 billion in investments from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar and Kuwait a success. But for Riyadh, it was about its Vision 2030 plan with self-reliance in the military sector and expanding its military capabilities, and some analysts even called it a move for Saudi Arabia to gain nuclear deterrence. US had not genuinely given Saudi Arabia what it wanted on the nuclear front. Meanwhile, the pact came when Pakistan was proposing support for the Joint Arab Islamic Security Force, highlighting its military capabilities and nuclear deterrence. Here in the US-Iran face-off, one thing is clear. Pakistan is trying to be not only Saudi Arabia's strategic security partner, but an intermediary too between the US and Iran. Although the Defense Pact says that any act of aggression against one will be treated as an attack of aggression against both, Pakistan's response from the time Iran started hitting Gulf countries, including Saudi Arabia, was limited to rhetorical deterrence rather than any direct military intervention. For instance, in a recent case on July 13, Saudi Arabia was hit by a ballistic missile from Yemen's Houthis. Pakistan condemned that. Pakistan's response was, "We express our full solidarity with the brotherly kingdom and reaffirm our steadfast support for its security, sovereignty and territorial integrity." Once again, all Saudi Arabia got in return was rhetorical brotherhood. So is it just a way of appeasing all the stakeholders rather than risking its fronts or its diplomatic ties with Iran? Does it not want to risk its eastern and western fronts by sending its military to deal with Saudi Arabia? And is it afraid that Iran might open a front in the Balochistan region too? Clearly, Pakistan's military is busy fighting on the western front with Afghanistan and the eastern military front with India. Pakistan launched Operation Ghazab-ul-Haq, meaning wrath of justice, in late February on Afghan territory, and a recent incident, the Afghan Taliban launched a drone attack in Balochistan, striking down ISIL centers in its Pishin district. Pakistani officials are saying that the strategy is to use full force on non-state actors' attacks, but be selective on retaliation directed towards the Taliban government. And then, India is a non-negotiable permanent priority for the state. Another reason is that Pakistan wants to maintain good ties with both the US and Iran and does not want to be pushed into the war. Being in the good books of the US is one of the main ways Pakistan continues to receive international financial support from institutions like the IMF. Along with that, maintaining good ties with the US also let it earn a good international diplomatic image. With Iran, its case is more about border security and an indirect China angle too. It shares a 904-kilometer border with Iran alongside Balochistan. So clearly does not want to increase tensions in this side of the border nor inside the Balochistan province. And then there is a China-Pakistan-Iran angle. China wants to maintain a strategic position around border and the Arabian Sea. There has also been discussion, though not yet a settled agreement, of China wanting a connected Western neighborhood by making Iran the third participant in CPEC. Pakistan, for its part, would happily want to become a regional connectivity hub. As China is Pakistan's strategic friend, it would be in Pakistan's interest to keep Iran a friend, not a foe. That's all for now. Thank you for watching Akhand World News. Namaskar.